If you think I'm gonna be like all the others before you met me, those other clowns, I've gotta warn you now, I'm gonna let you down. If you're sure it's gonna fall apart and you're only waiting for me to break your heart, thinking that's what love's about, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down. If you're suspecting that I'm only here to whisper sweet words in your ear just for tonight, I've gotta tell you now, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
10 years old and wishing my pa would take me fishing, but he told me we had work to do. So with shingles and a hammer, he had me climbing up that ladder to help him patch that old farmhouse roof. Hadn't seen a cloud in weeks, and fish were at their peak. I was ticked off hot and elbow deep in tar. When he heard enough complaining, I remember my pa saying, son, it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. There's gonna come a time the sun ain't gonna shine. Tomorrow would be too late to start. So don't procrastinate. Don't sit around and wait till it gets dark. Son, it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. Son, it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. 13 summers later, well, I married Sherry Taylor. The first few months I was never around. Well, I was always doing something, golfing, fishing, or hunting, until that evening that my boss set me down. He said, here's some free advice. You better spend time with your wife, or you're gonna find your clothes out in the yard. You don't see the sense in changing until she starts complaining. But son, it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. There's gonna come a time the sun ain't gonna shine. Tomorrow would be too late to start. So don't procrastinate. Don't sit around and wait till it gets dark. Son, it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. Son, it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. So don't procrastinate. Don't sit around and wait till it gets dark. Son, it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. Son, it wasn't raining when Noah built the ark.
A couple of great songs by a great artist. It is Lee Sims, my good friend from Colorado. That is called When Noah Built the Ark. And before that, I'm going to let you down. Well, I'm not going to let you down. We've got a ton of new music. We're flooded with it. And you know how Noah brought 2 animals into the ark? Well, we're going to bring 2 songs by every artist all show long. Welcome to a 2 for Tuesday edition of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. We are KICR Indie Country Radio. Add a .com to that and you'll find us live on our website right now from Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the world. And we have some great live entertainment lined up for you tonight. 2 plays from every artist all show long. That's how we'll do it on 2 for Tuesday. And 2 great radio interviews scheduled as well. At the bottom half of hour number 1, I've got my good friend Bubba Reeves going to be joining us. And then in hour number 2, Jake Stringer is scheduled to be here from Missouri. So that's going to be a fun interview. He is from the Ozark Mountains as well. We got lots to talk about. You'll get to hear the stories behind the songs and the songs. So that's going to be some good stuff. We want to give a big shout out and thank you to all of the other radio stations that replay this program. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, devilscountryradio.com, radiotheking.be, they are also from Belgium, WVMIradio.com, realradio.us, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, countrymusicexpress.co.uk. We are on Bourbon Trail Radio, countrythunder.com.au from Australia, WFPNradio.org, bigrecords.world/radio. We are on Top Shelf Radio, Texas, and RadicalOnlineRadio.com. We are also on some great streaming formats like Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. So just search KICR Indie Country Radio or Today's Country with Tim Kelly. This next artist and I have had 2 great radio interviews so far. Her very first single was this one. Her name is Savannah Benz. This is called Without You on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New country's best on 2 for Tuesday.
Teardrops falling on my face, but all you do is walk away from your mistakes. You might have hurt me now, but never again. And all I got left is my faith, but I'm clothed in strength, so I'm on my way. I'm on my way, 'cause I will stand up, I will hold changing the dial. And through the storms and through the rain, I've learned you gotta sing through the pain, through the pain. 'Cause I will stand up, I will hold myself together. I won't cry because I know I'll be alright. And I am stronger now, I won't let you bring me down. Even though it's all been hell, I've made it through. So I'm moving on without you. What you've been through doesn't define you, but it's made you who you are today. 'Cause I will stand up, I will hold myself together. I won't cry because I know I'll be alright. I am stronger now, I won't let you bring me down. Even though it's all been hell, I made it through. So I'm moving on, I'm moving on, yeah, I'm moving on without you.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
I've been waiting for the day I can get on that plane, fly away to Tennessee. Got my
single from young Savannah Benz. You think she wants to make it in Music City? I think so, by the lyrics in that song. It is her latest one. It is called Tennessee Dreamin'. Savannah Benz. Now, Savannah has one N, and Benz is just like the Mercedes car. You drive down the road to Tennessee if you're headed that way. There you go. Well, if you are, you can check us out on the radio in your car. How cool is that? Download the Spreaker app. That is Spreaker. Search KICR Indie Country Radio. Sync it with your Bluetooth, and you got stereo right there in your car or truck or whatever you're driving down the road. And we thank you for listening. This next artist is from Texas. His name is John Wolf. It is Jon. Wolf has an E on the end of it. This song is a question. It is called What Are You Doing Right Now? Well, hopefully you're listening to Today's Country with Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a 2 for Tuesday.
Well, I guess I could have gave you a little heads up, but a girl like you don't need no fixing up. Friday night's too far away, and you've been stuck in my head all day. I just had to see your face, no I couldn't wait. Girl, what are you doing right now? What you got going on? 'Cause I got my ride in the drive, all gassed up, cranked up, and ready to get us gone. Girl, what do you say? You just start walking this way. Don't think, don't blink, drop everything, and baby, just come on out. What are you doing right now? Should you put on old blue jeans or a party dress? To be honest, I ain't thought that far ahead. I can pick you up right in front of your house, so pull the shades, blow the candles out. We can watch the first star fall from the edge of town. Girl, what are you doing right now? What you got going on? 'Cause I got my ride in the drive, all gassed up, cranked up, and ready to get us gone. Girl, what do you say? You just start walking this way. Don't think, don't blink, drop everything, and baby, just come on out. What are you doing right now? Right this minute, I got a bottle you can help me finish, and when it's empty, we can spin it round and round. Yeah, what are you doing right now? Right this second, we got a moment, baby, let's don't waste it. You'll be having the night of your life when the sun goes down. What are you doing right now? Girl, what are you doing right now? What you got going on? 'Cause I got my ride in the drive, all gassed up, cranked up, and ready to get us gone. Girl, what do you say? You just start walking this way. Don't think, don't blink, drop everything, and baby, just come on out. What are you doing right now? Girl, what are you doing right now? I ain't talking about Saturday night, I ain't talking about later on. Girl, what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now?
Song number 2.
Shake it off, coffee strong, and hit the road. We're all racetrack, nothing but fast songs on the radio. It's a skyline changing, dirt road paving, damn sure better lock your door. We're a 40-hour grind, not counting overtime, but Friday night on the back porch, we're Boots on a dance floor, birds on a wire, red on a barn door, ring on fire, cloud in the blue sky, rolling along, all free and easy, just like a song. In a world full of running and chasing down money, yeah, me and you were moving at our own pace, honey, like curves on an old Ford, like boots on a dance floor. About the time the sun's setting, we'll be getting where we wanna be. You got a plan, got your hands in the back pockets of my jeans. We got the full moon setting low, country gold radio coming through the window screen. And when we find our feet, we don't miss a beat. That's the thing about you and me. We're boots on a dance floor, birds on a wire, red on a barn door, ring on fire, cloud in a blue sky, rolling along, all free and easy, just like a song. In a world full of running and chasing down money, yeah, me and you were moving at our own pace, honey, like curves on an old Ford, like boots on a dance floor. On a dance floor, birds on a wire, red on a barn door, ring on fire, cloud in a blue sky, rolling along, all free and easy, just like a song. In a world full of running and chasing down money, yeah, me and you were moving at our own pace, honey, like curves on an old Ford, like boots on a dance floor. You and me were like boots on a dance floor. Yeah, we're like red on a barn door. You and me were like curves on an old Ford. Yeah, we're like boots on a dance floor.
Once again, his name is John Wolf, Jon, and Wolf has an E on the end of it. He is from the great state of Texas, and he makes great country music. That one called Boots on the Dance Floor. We have the music that makes you want to get your boots out on the dance floor, ladies and gentlemen. And tonight, you're getting double shots, 2 for Tuesday. That's how we do it all show long. Let's do one more double shot before we get Bubba Reeves in here for a great live radio interview. How about my good friend Dusty Lee? She is formerly from the state of Idaho, now making great country music in Nashville, Tennessee. This is a song she wrote about her father called 99 Halos from Dusty Lee on today's country from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
We said goodbye 3 years ago today. There ain't been one single night without you for me. And 99 halos couldn't take you away. And 200 angel wings ain't got what it takes to carry the memories, and they'll stay with me. And 99 halos couldn't take you away. Would
friend of mine. We've been playing her music for some time. Going to keep doing it too. And that is one of her latest singles called Angry Right Now, Miss Dusty Lee. Well, we've got a gentleman on the phone right now who is going to do a great live radio interview with us. His name is Bubba Reeves. And how are you, my friend?
I am doing well. How about all of y'all? Y'all doing good over there or what?
Doing fantastic. I'm in Branson, the live entertainment capital of the world. I know you're in Louisiana, and we got folks from all over the country listening to us live, and a lot of them in our chat room right now. So you just said hello to all of them, and they'll probably type back something here in a minute.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad to be here talking to y'all, man. I got a lot of new friends to meet, I reckon.
Well, that's absolutely correct. And, boy, I'll tell you what, music brings people together. And I'm scrolling through my YouTube feed here about a week or so ago, and I found out a guy named Bubba Reeves. And I thought, what an interesting name. I wonder if he's any good. And then I click on a song, and we're going to play it here in a little bit called I'm Country. And, yeah, I was impressed. So great job on it, man.
I appreciate that, man. You know, it's a kind of a funny story about that song. I like to hang out on the river a lot down here. I'm in northeast Louisiana, over here in West Monroe, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hanging with a buddy of mine on his houseboat down there, catching some catfish. And we got to talking about the difference in mainstream country and then these, of course, independent artists. And that song was never supposed to be professionally recorded. I wrote that song in about 20 minutes to prove a point to my buddy Mark. I said, watch how easy this is. All you got to do is talk about the, country, quote, quote, type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they do it in the mainstream. And I wrote it in about 20 minutes. And next thing you know, I'm recording it in Nashville. I never really expected that.
Wow.
I'd actually the guy that produced the album, he happened to see a video, old video on YouTube of me singing the song and brought it to my attention after I'd already gotten to Nashville and I had another song in mind to go in place of it. So it's actually, it's done really well for us. And people, everywhere I played it, people always request it again. So it's probably a good thing I recorded the song.
I would say so. And that's what got you on this program. And you're off the air, you've already been very appreciative of being able to get a chance to be on with us tonight, and I appreciate you, man. Great music needs to be heard, and I've been doing this show for 10 years, and I'm still amazed every week when I check my emails or go through YouTube feeds and searching for new music and new artists of what's out there that is the untapped talent that just needs to be heard on the radio, man.
Oh, I'll tell you, man, there's a lot of great artists out there that nobody's ever heard of.
Mm-hmm.
And, you would really be surprised just because somebody may not have heard of a guy or a girl yet. That don't really mean a dang thing if you ain't got the bright light on you. It's people like you and this station and everybody listening that's what makes a difference. And, for an independent artist like myself, it's a privilege to be on here.
Well, I appreciate it. And, that is, there's bright lights out there, but I tell you what, we sure love the new country music around here, and we're going to put you in the spotlight tonight. And I do a show called Triple Play Thursday, and I got enough music to get you on that program too. So that'll get you played 3 times.
Well, come on then.
There you go.
That sounds real good to me.
Yep.
Thank you.
Now, you went to West Monroe High School in Louisiana, and you used to always take your guitar and play there and get the kids to listening to your music, and you've done it on a bunch of other occasions. So country music's in your blood, man, and that's probably why it was easy enough to write that song, I'm Country, I would take it.
Yeah, maybe so, man. I did play a little music. I've sang my whole life. From the time I could talk, we got home videos of me singing. Definitely wasn't very good back then, but I always loved it. My mama and daddy actually met through music. My daddy had a band, and my mom met him at one of his shows, and it just so happened she played the keyboard and sang, so she joined the band. Long story short, here I come along. And like I said, from the time I could talk, I was singing. And then when I got to high school, or maybe my last year at junior high, I really loved to sing, like I said, so I wanted to learn to play the guitar. And I just thought if I could learn it just good enough, I don't have to be great. If I could learn to play just good enough where I could sing along with it a little bit, that may be a good time, especially coming into high school. So I got fairly okay, and I started going to every class I went to, man. I drug that guitar with me, and everybody knew who I was. Of course, I was a weird guy that was bringing the guitar to school, but over time I started getting little crowds out there under the boardwalk at lunch, and I would play for my teachers and whatnot. And yeah, man, that was a good time. That's good memories to look back on.
That is absolutely correct, man. I bet it was. And it says you gave football about 80%, and college just wasn't in the cards, so you never furthered that and trying to be something in the sports world. It was all about music for you back then. It says Nashville was in your heart, and you've been to Nashville to record, and then during the pandemic, I guess you moved to Alaska. Tell us about that experience.
Yeah, that was kind of an out of left field thing. When me and my wife first met, from the time we first met, we was both, we was 21 is what it was, and we had always talked about going to Alaska someday. And so, long story short, me and her had our ups and downs. Of course, I was the culprit. I couldn't seem to get my life straight and man up, and really be a man, take care of her and my youngins. But so we split up a little while, and then I was on rock bottom until I finally decided, hell, I guess I'm going to try to shake back and get me a job and get back on track. And it didn't take long with me doing that and her seeing that I was really trying to better myself, that we got back together, and she was just like, we're going to move to Alaska. And beggars couldn't be choosers, because the whole time we wasn't together, I mean, I was torn, man. I was really broken over that. And so I was willing to go anywhere with her. So we moved to Alaska. And not just Alaska, we moved to the bush. So it wasn't like moving to another city. It was, I believe, a 72 square mile island, and like 1.5 square miles of it was civilization, which would consist of a few dirt roads and maybe 400 people.
Wow.
And the rest of it was wilderness, and it was a crazy experience, man. It was awesome.
That is crazy. Now, were you up there where they close to the northern lights, where it's dark all the time in the winter and light all the time in the summer? I've heard about that.
We were in southeast Alaska, but we did see the northern lights. I remember waking up at like 2 a.m. one night, and it was during the winter, I believe. It was during the summertime. The hours of daylight were very little, and it stayed dark, a whole lot. I'm sorry, in the wintertime. But I remember seeing the northern lights, but it ain't like you see on some of them calendars and whatnot. You got to see a little bit of it, but it would, as far as daylight and dark time goes, it stayed dark most of the day in the winter, and then in the summertime, I remember waking up to get some water at about 1:30 in the morning, and it was sunlight coming through my curtain in the bedroom.
Isn't that something? I've heard stories about that. I got some friends that I worked with that were one of them was from Alaska and up there, and he was telling me about that, and that's just amazing to me. I'm depressed when it gets dark at 5:30 now in the wintertime like it is now. So.
Oh man, I'd never even heard of seasonal depression until I moved up there. I think that may be a real thing, brother.
I think
you got to make yourself get up and do something.
Yep.
Or you'll go crazy.
Well, this must have been during the summertime, because you was at a house party on a houseboat, some of the big wigs in Monroe, and you got to play for them, and you were telling them about how, getting on the radio was really a tough thing. It requires a lot of money, but somewhere in there they helped you do that, and it literally paid off for you. Tell us about that story.
Oh yeah, we was over there on the river at a guy's house who was an old friend of my daddy's. My daddy's always coached high school football, and he used to coach for my daddy way back in the day. Well, I come over there. They wanted me to come play some music for him. He was having some kind of get-together, as he does usually on the regular. They like having get-togethers. But yeah, I come and play music over there, and I played them a lot of originals and a lot of covers and just whatever they wanted to hear, or at least, you know, if I knew it, I would. And they was just like, man, you know, why hadn't we heard you, you know, on the radio already, or what? No music out on iTunes, Spotify, none of that. And, you know, long story short, I said, well, it takes money, which I didn't have a lot of, especially at the moment. You know, I didn't even really have my life together. My wife was, you know, I still wasn't with my wife, and I was still trying to figure things out. But we had all had several drinks, so it was late at night. But the guy that lived there, he was like, I'll tell you what, you call me in the morning, and I'll meet you. And he said, I'll meet you at Monty Russell's office, which is over in Ruston, about 30 minutes from here. He's an attorney and a lot of other things. I don't know. He's got all kind of things under his belt. But, you know, I've heard people say stuff like that before. You know, I've been playing around people's houses, drinking beer for a long time, way before I was playing on a professional level. And so I just took it with a grain of salt. But I gave him a call the next day, and to my surprise, he was all about it. And so he met me over there where he said he was going to meet, and had the money in hand. And long story short, yeah, thanks to them guys, we went to Nashville and did the dang thing.
That is
and
awesome.
Had not been for that, I'm not sure that I would have been there still to this day. You know, it's hard to tell, but it was a blessing. God poured a blessing on me for sure to land at that house.
That is awesome story, because reading in your bio, I know you're an offshore oil field worker by trade and trying to make it in the world of country music. So you guys, independent artists, work so hard to get their music out there and to get heard. It's just unreal, and you guys are true entrepreneurs, and you've got a professionally done website, and you've got professionally recorded music. So you're well on your way, man. You're doing great things.
Man, I really appreciate that. We have come a long way in not that long of time, really. And I got to say to my wife, without her, there would be no way I would have made it as far as I have. So,
well, that's awesome.
You know, I put her through a lot of hell early on, and you know, I'm a blessed man to have her doing this. So without her, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Yeah. So I do want to say that.
And there's nothing better than having that family support from your wife, kids if you have kids, all of that, mom and dad, everything. You know, that they're your biggest supporters, and they push you harder than anybody else. And you've been staying pretty busy since we became friends on social media. I've been looking at a lot of gigs that you've had coming up, and so that's a good thing, man. I'm glad that pandemic stuff is kind of winded down where everybody can get out and perform again in front of folks.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm glad that's settled down. I'm pretty sure along with everybody else. And people's glad to people want to get back out and see live music and all that. So that wasn't fun for nobody, you know, and it was a hard time. But, yeah, I've stayed busy playing. I played 3 shows a weekend. I got, you know, pretty consistently for the past several months. You know, and so I got 3 coming up this weekend, and then 3 after that. So
that's awesome.
I try to stay busy. We stay hard at it, trying to play anywhere we can. You know, we're willing to travel and just want people to hear the music and enjoy the music and just get my name out there. You know, this is a crazy dream that a lot of people are trying to chase, and I have a family, like you were saying. It's nice to have a family that supports me. I got 3 kids, and it means a lot whenever I see people that are enjoying the music and are becoming true fans. You know, it's just like surreal to me to think, just to see people knowing the words to my songs, and it just means a whole lot.
That is awesome, man, and that's why we do what we do. I enjoy doing this radio show so much. I wish I could do it full time, but I have to work another gig too. So this has been a passion of mine, and we're in year number 10, going to be year number 11 coming up in May. So we're not going anywhere. We're going to keep playing you on the radio, and there's no charge. How about that?
Man, I appreciate it. Hey, we need you, brother. You keep on doing what you're doing.
You got that. You got that right. We will definitely keep doing that.
A voice for the people, man. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to talk for a minute about your musical influences and some of the artists that you listened to maybe growing up on the radio that made you want to take a shot at this country music gig.
Well, I remember when my mama was pregnant with me, I remember hearing her and my daddy. Of course, I don't remember directly, but my mama said I used to kick up a storm in her belly hearing their band play. And the first person I ever remember hearing sing was my daddy with his guitar. So, I'll never forget that. That influenced me at an early age.
Mm-hmm.
And then, years, maybe 10 years old, 12 years old, I always listened to George Jones and Hank and Clint Black, and then come along the Tim McGraws, and but really what really influenced me to begin actually playing the guitar and wanting to be able to play the guitar so I can sing with it was Jason Aldean.
Okay.
And because I went to a show of his over in Shreveport, Louisiana, about an hour and 20 minutes from where I'm at right now in West Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
And, dude, it was just such a good production. And the way he come out, and I was close to the stage, and the way he come out and the fireworks and the lights, it just, I remember I having chills. I have chills right now thinking about it. The way it made me feel, I remember thinking, I'm going to do that. I got to do that. I got to, if I don't do that, I got to try my very best.
Yeah. And
so that's what we're doing now. But that was really what changed things for me and made me really, decide I want to be a musician.
That is awesome. There's shows that artists put on, and then there's productions, and that sounds like a production. And I know another guy that does it too quite well. You can just tell who he is by his first name. He's from Oklahoma, and one of the reasons I'm in country radio because I lived in Oklahoma for 20 years. Kind of a guy by the name of Garth.
Yeah, I may have heard of him a time or two.
So,
kind of familiar.
Yep, and those shows truly are productions. He was here in Branson last October for 3 shows in a row. He did a full weekend, a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 shows in a row down at a new rodeo arena, a professional bull riders rodeo arena that Johnny Morris, who owns Bass Pro, built, and they have seating out there for 50,000 people. So I'm sure they're going to be doing some big shows just like Garth and some others going to be coming through there. So Branson's going to be put on the map for that for sure.
Huge, yeah, that's a big deal right there.
Yeah,
and that's crazy, man. Garth Brooks is still getting after. That song has been relevant for a long time, and people love him to death still, and will.
Absolutely, and that's where the artists want to be, is in that status. So let me ask you this too: when you play some of your shows, what are some of your favorite cover songs to do?
Oh man, I love to cover me some Brooks and Dunn. I love that Red Dirt Road, Neon Moon. That's some of my favorites. I like some Keith Whitley, Don't Close Your Eyes, and I'm Over You. I like, and of course a lot of Aldean. I like, what's that song? I don't know if you've heard of Tyler Childers. He's got a song called White House Road that I really love to cover.
Okay, yep, I've heard of him. I
cover songs from 40 years ago up until present day.
Wow.
But yeah, I try to always be, of course, along with my own music that I play. I try to always know something new. I try to always. I never want to go to the same place and play the same songs. I always got to have something, that they hadn't heard if I can help it.
Right. Absolutely. Well, we're going to play something that the folks out there in Radio Land haven't heard. Your first time on KICR Indie Country Radio tonight. It won't be your last, by the way. We're going to keep playing your music for sure. But you kind of told us the story behind this one. So you wrote this one just telling a buddy, hey, I can write this song. It's called I'm Country, and that's exactly what it's about. So we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it right now with Bubba Reeves on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's best on a 2 for Tuesday.
I'm whiskey in a flask. I'm your favorite big buck stand. A campfire in the wintertime. I'm Johnny Walker, it on the table by your bed, a migraine in the morning light. That's just me, I guess. What you see is what you get. I mean, oh, so yeah, guess I get it from my daddy. Oh, mud tires, instead of getting busy down the old back road where all my buddies used to go. You can ask them all you want to know all about me. Yeah, I'm country. Blue collar kind of man. I'm a pair of greasy hands. Get the job done, baby's fed. Wrangler jeans and cowboy boots, tangled up in all these rhythms. Skull ring from a grizzly can. If you disagree with everything that I stand for, well, I'll be glad to be the one to show you through the door. 'Cause I'm in, oh, so yeah, guess I get it from my daddy. For mud tires, steady getting busy then. Old back road where all my buddies used to go. You can ask them all you want to know all about me. Yeah, I'm country. Whoa, yeah, I'm country. I mean, oh, so yeah, guess I get it from my daddy. For mud tires, steady getting busy down old back road where we got stuck and had to tow one another out just like a big old family. Yeah, now that's country. Yeah, that's country. Do-do-do, 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 that's country. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do.
His name is Bubba Reeves. That is called I'm Country, and that song is fantastic. They are loving it in our live chat room, my friend.
Awesome. That's good news, man. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, Kelsey in here says we're all country, and that's why they're flocking to this station. So,
Oh, there you go.
yeah. We actually tag it. My hashtag or tagline is New Country's Best. That's my Twitter account as well, where you can follow the radio station is at New Country's Best. And to be able to make it on this program, you got to be pretty darn good. Not just run of the mill, but some of the best music that is out there. And I feel that you make it, man. And so I'm excited for you.
I appreciate it. I'm super excited to be a part of this. You know, this is what independent artists work towards. Is you know, we set goals. We all set goals, and
Yep.
you know, when something like this comes along, shoot, that's a star up on the board for you. You know, I'm just glad to be a part of this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to tell you right now, in a couple of months, if you got something else new that you want to promote, or this spring or summer, be sure to hit me up again. We got each other's numbers, and we'd love to have you back on the program, man. I've had a lot of fun talking to you tonight.
I've enjoyed every second of it. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody listening. And y'all go check out Bubba Reeves' music. It's anywhere on the internet.
Yep, that's just what I was going to ask you. Your website is super simple. It's BubbaReeves.com. I'm looking at it right now. So if you head over there, you can check out some of his other songs, and then hit me up to check him out, because I'm going to put him on some of the other shows that we do. We do New Music Monday. I did last night. And then I can't do them this week because of my crazy schedule now, but in the near future, we're going to be doing Triple Play Thursday in a couple of weeks. I've got one scheduled, so we'll get you played 3 times in a row on the program.
That's wonderful, man. I look forward to that. You don't know how much I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. You are welcome, and keep doing your thing and making the great country music, and give your wife the love, and your kids too. Hug your kids, because they're a big part of why you do what you do, not just to make a living, but to be successful in everything, and they want to see Dad succeed as bad as we do.
Absolutely. You know I will. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stay country.
You bet. Now, the title track of your latest EP that's out right now is this next song called I Caught You Looking. Tell us a little bit about that real quick.
Oh, well, you know, that was out of the playbook from many years ago, early on, maybe 19 years old. And that song was pretty much as self-explanatory, based on a true story from back in my late teen days. You know how it goes in the bar. I don't want to say too much.
That's right. That's right.
You know, being different times now, but you know.
Gotta keep it on the straight and narrow now that you're a married man.
Yeah, absolutely. You got me blushing over here.
There you go. Well, I am too now. So, hey, man, we love the music, and keep doing your thing. And like I said, don't be a stranger. Love to have you back on the program. It's been fun.
Yes, sir. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. I hope to hear from you again. I know I will.
Oh, absolutely. And hopefully you'll make your way up here to Branson one of these days, and we'll try to find some places for you to perform up around here, too.
Ain't no doubt. I'm ready for it.
Love to have you, man. And if you're in the Monroe, Louisiana area or anywhere down there, Shreveport, I've been to Shreveport a couple of times on business trips. Love it down there. And there's lots going on, but make Bubba Reeves on your plans to go see him. So you'll enjoy it.
Yes, indeed. Thank y'all.
You're welcome. This is called I Caught You Looking, Bubba Reeves, KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a Super Tuesday.
I've caught you looking when you caught me looking. I wanna know what your name is and who you came with, and baby, tell me where you got that dress. What you're drinking, what you're thinking, all those thoughts are running through your head. Baby, I want you, and I don't even know you. Baby, tonight you ought to bring it on home to me. It just don't feel right all alone there in my sheets. When I caught those eyes staring right back at me, I knew it was gonna be something cooking. When I caught you looking, tell me, where's your boyfriend? What you say we ditch him? Slip out the back door to that old Ford, open the front door and slide on in. Turn off your cell phone so he can't call. I don't need him butting in, 'cause baby, I want you, and I'm one step closer. Baby, tonight you ought to bring it on home to me. It just don't feel right all alone there in my sheets. When I caught those eyes staring right back at me, I knew it was gonna be something cooking. Whenever I caught you looking, I caught you looking. Don't worry about your man, he's fine. Let me get him off your mind. Pucker up, then close your eyes. Baby, tonight you finally brought it on home to me, and it feels so right, tangled up here in my sheets, lost in your eyes, and you kissing all over me. I knew it was gonna be something cooking. I caught you looking. I caught you looking.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
That's a once-in-a-lifetime sky shining down on us tonight, ain't it, baby? Got a moon that makes two kids get together like we did, ain't it, baby? The song on the radio ain't the same, but it still feels so damn right. When you're lying in my arms, stealing my heart, the way you did that first time is kinda crazy. Ain't it, baby? Ain't it, baby? It's a kiss on a night like this. Yeah, that's just about as good as it gets, ain't it, baby? It's a feeling like we can take this ride as far as we want to take it, ain't it, baby? The song on the radio ain't the same, but it still feels so damn right. When you're lying in my arms, stealing my heart, the way you did that first time is kind of crazy. Ain't it, baby? Girl, this must be love we're making, 'cause it's always so amazing, ain't it, baby? The song on the radio ain't the same, but it still feels so damn right. When you're hiding in my arms, stealing my heart, the way you did that first time, it's kind of crazy. Ain't it, baby? Ain't it, baby? Ain't it, baby? Ain't it, baby?
That is our good friend Josh Ward from Montgomery, Texas, and a great song called Ain't It Baby. It's our number 2, Ain't It Baby, and we are having a good time in our live interactive chat room. We got it going on. Not only caught you looking, but I caught you listening to the great music of Bubba Reeves. Man, that was a fun interview. There will be more, ladies and gentlemen, but I want to thank him for being on the program tonight. Go check him out on his website, BubbaReeves.com. Find out a little bit more about him. We talked talked about everything that we could, and like he said, to make a long story short, but there is more on his bio that we didn't get to, and more music that we didn't get to. Go check that out and make a purchase. If you love what you're hearing on the radio, make his whole world a little bit better by purchasing his music. Well, this is the second hour of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. We are right in the middle of a program called 2 for Tuesday. That's why you're hearing 2 songs from every artist on the program, and we're going to keep doing that for the next 2 hours. How about that? 2 for Tuesday, 2 hours to go. Josh Ward, one more time, and a great song called Together. It is great to be together with you tonight on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
There's a lot about me that you don't know. There's a whole lot of things that I don't show. But you can tell when something's weighing on my mind. You always find a way to make things right. Oh, but girl, you got me pouring my heart out tonight. You're the rock to wrap my arms around, my true north when I'm headed south, a lighthouse in my darkest harbor. When I think it couldn't get any harder, you calm the seas when the waves get rough. I'm sinking down, you lift me up, shelter in the stormy weather. Even when I'm holding you, you're holding me together. I won't lay my burdens down on your back for you to carry. That you understand, it's just a part of me being a man. Oh, but girl, you got me pouring my heart out tonight. You're a rock to wrap my arms around, my true north when I'm headed south, a lighthouse in my darkest harbor. When I think it couldn't get any harder, you calm the seas when the waves get rough. I'm sinking down, you lift me up, you give me shelter in the stormy weather. Even when I'm holding you, you're holding me together. My arms around my true north when I'm headed south, a lighthouse in my darkest harbor. When I think it couldn't get any harder, you calm the seas when the waves get rough. I'm sinking down, you lift me up, give me shelter in the stormy weather. Even when I'm holding you, you're holding me together. You're holding me together.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's Country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's Country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
change things up? Don't it feel like we're stuck in a rut? I'm tired of doing the same old routine. Feels like life's on repeat. You know what I mean? Let's get lost down on a back road, somewhere our phones don't know where we're at, and just like that, every worry fades into the past. Get lost, just the two of us. Leave the day-to-day in a cloud of dust. Ain't nothing here worth holding us back. I don't wanna get found, let's get gone, get lost. Oh, get lost, yeah. Let's fill up your old truck and burn it down. Leave some fresh tire marks on the edge of this town. Dust off an old mixtape labeled Strawberry Wine. I'm cruising under that hot July moon until it no longer shines. Let's get lost down on a back road, somewhere our phones don't know where we're at, and just like that, every worry fades into the past. Get lost, just the two of us. Leave the day-to-day in a cloud of dust. Ain't nothing here worth holding us back. I don't wanna get found, let's get gone and get lost in each other's touch. Back where love was enough, like two kids at 17. Let's get lost down on a back road, somewhere our phones don't know where we're at, and just like that, every worry fades into the past. Get lost, just the two of us. Leave the day-to-day in a cloud of dust. Ain't nothing here worth holding us back. I don't wanna get found, let's get gone, let's get lost. Let's get lost. Yeah.
Two great songs from one great artist. She's our good friend from Canada. Her name is Alicia Eichel, and that is called Get Lost. And before that, Hooked on Us. You can get lost in the music, you can get hooked on us. So two fitting songs for this Two for Tuesday. And we hope you are hooked on the music. We do call it New Country's Best. You can follow us over there on the big Twitter machine, as I call it, at New Country's Best. My personal account is at Tim Kelly on Air. Give me a follow over there, and I will definitely follow you back if you're legit and have a website and all that kind of cool stuff. I got one. It's called KICR IndieCountryRadio.com. We are live on it right now from Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the world. Let's keep the live entertainment going. How about this next song and artist? I interviewed him last week on a Two for Tuesday morning show, but I have not played this song ever before. So it's the first time out to radio. Nobody's ever played it before. So we're going to be the first one to push the play button on it. His name is Jonathan Lynn. The song is called Dad Does on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on a Two for Tuesday.
Who's the one that first saw you alive? Who was there when you first began to cry? Who's the one that helped rock you back to sleep? Piggyback rides bouncing on one knee. A monster fighter, Santa Claus rode into one. He'll take all your late night calls. He's your worries, big or small. He can't always hold your hand, but he's got your back. He showed you wrong from right with the way he lives his life. He's as close to Superman as you can get. It takes a tender kind of tough to love like a dad does. Who helped you Bury the family dog, change your tires, fix your first broken heart. Who's the one that got you that first job, your first drink till he cut you off? When the real world came, who gave you that head start? He'll take all your late night calls, he's your worries big or small. He can't always hold your hand, but he's got your back. He showed you wrong from right with the way he lives his life. He's as close to Superman as you can get. It takes a tender kind of tough to love like a dad does. And when you get a little older, you realize it's true. Every word was filled with wisdom, more than you ever knew. With your kids you'll be the same way too, 'cause he took all your late night calls, eased your worries big or small. He can't always hold your hand, but he still got your back. He showed you wrong from right with the way he lives his life. He's as close to Superman as you can get. It takes a tender kind of tough to love like a dad does. Oh yeah.
Song number 2.
Stuff on the news today makes it hard to believe what they say, like rumors of this and rumors of that. Girl, to me that's just all chit chat. Here's the truth about you and I. Here's the truth, baby, I can't lie. Here's the truth, yes it's true. Here's the truth, baby, I love you. In your eyes, filled your head with their sweet little lies. They took your heart and from the start left it bruised and torn all apart. Here's the truth about you and I. Here's the truth, baby, I can't lie. Here's the truth, yes it's true. Here's the truth, baby, I love you. Just remember these few lines. Here's the truth about you and I. Here's the truth, baby, I can't lie. Here's the truth, yes it's true. Here's the truth, baby, I love you. Yes it's true, baby, I love only you. Oh baby, I can't lie. Baby, I love you. Oh, baby, I love you. Baby, I love you. That's the truth.
Two brand new songs from our good friend Jonathan Lynn to bust loose on this 2 for Tuesday. That one is called Truth, and truth is, we're only halfway through the show. We got another 90 minutes of the best in new country music straight ahead. So good stuff on the radio and good stuff from Jonathan Lynn. And yes, we will send that out to our good friend Donna, listening to us live in the chat room and in Nashville, Tennessee. Music City. There you go. This next single is the latest from Nate Smith. It is called Wreckage on today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a 2 for Tuesday.
I don't mean to be guarded, I don't mean to be rude, I don't mean to just shut you out, it's just what I've been used to. My heart got callous, I don't want to make that excuse. It's hard but you're worth it, I just want to be good for you. I'm a little damaged, but damn you saw the good. When everyone saw baggage, your love when no one could. Laying in this bed beside you, I don't have to hide away. You see all the wreckage, and it wrecks me that you stay. I get lost in my own head, you always tell me the truth. And girl, you find me right where I am, you're the one thing I can't lose. Baby, you're my hero, I ain't scared to say that out loud. You're teaching me to trust again, erasing all my doubts. Yeah. I'm a little damaged, but damn you saw the good. When everyone saw baggage, you love when no one could. Laying in this bed beside you, I don't have to hide away. You see all the wreckage, and it wrecks me that you shattered pieces back together, made them better. You saw what I could be through all the pain. I'm a little damaged, but damn you saw the good. When everyone saw baggage, your love when no one could. Yeah. Laying in this bed beside you, I don't have to hide away. You see all the wreckage, yeah. You see all the wreckage. It wrecks me that you stay. And it wrecks me that you stay.
Song number 2.
It's that tin roof rain on a Sunday morning. It's your grandma's cross around your neck. It's that sunrise glowing through the blinds in the window, the kind that always steal my breath. Why would I ever wanna leave? I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. I count every kiss and every blessing, it's the only proof I'll ever need. I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. It's like that old dirt road was paved in gold. The pearly gates are our front porch. Loving you makes me believe, even if the good Lord don't let me in, I got a glimpse of what it could have been. So I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. I count every kiss and every blessing. It's the only proof I'll ever need. I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. Lying next to me. I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. I count every kiss and every blessing. The only proof I'll ever need. Yeah. I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here next to me. I count every kiss and every blessing. It's the only proof I'll ever need. I don't wanna go to heaven when heaven's right here lying next to me. Lying next to me.
Once again, his name is Nate Smith. That is called I Don't Want to Go to Heaven, and his latest single called Wreckage. Before that, Nate Smith Music. Go check him out. Fantastic artist, and he made his debut last year at the Grand Ole Opry in 2022, so keep looking for big things from that gentleman. Well, this next gentleman's got some big things going on, too, and it is a pleasure to have him on the program. We want to welcome Jake Stringer to the show. How are you, my friend?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic, man. I appreciate the time tonight. We finally got our schedules together to do this. We had you on before and had to reschedule, but I'm glad to have you on. And tonight's 2 for Tuesday, so we can play 2 of your songs for everybody tonight.
Oh, all right. Sounds good to me.
Absolutely. Now, you are from the state of Missouri also. We've been talking about that off the air, but let's tell everybody your Ozark Mountain roots.
Yeah, I'm from a little town called Marionville.
Okay. Absolutely.
Home of white squirrels.
Yeah, there you go. And I'm down here in Branson, Missouri, and putting on some good live entertainment in the live entertainment capital of the world, as they call it, in Branson. So.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, love to see you down here, man. I'll tell you what, I love hanging out in Branson, and there's all kinds of stuff going on, as you know, well, in the 76th Strip and all kinds of different theaters. And I used to sell timeshares here in Branson, and it was in our presentation, and I didn't know this about Branson, that they have more live theater seats in Branson, Missouri than they do in Broadway in New York City.
Wow.
Did you know that?
I had no idea.
Yeah, 56,000 theater seats in Branson and only 48,000 in Broadway in New York City.
Wow.
So, yeah, lots of people come here, and there's lots of great country music in this area. And, man, you got some good stuff, too.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I do another side job, and I was telling you, I've been talking to some buddies that I just met last week because I took a new gig, and they know you and know your music. And so, you know, everybody's going to know it tonight that listens to this program, and a lot of people are going to go, wow.
Yeah.
So it's good
That's
stuff.
Great.
Yeah. In your bio, it says that you write a reflection of everything that surrounds you. And, boy, there's some beautiful surroundings here in the Ozark Mountains. Me and my wife got married here 14 months ago last October and had a fall wedding. And it's beautiful in that time of the year in the fall.
Oh, it really is.
Yeah. So were you born and raised here? Is this where you grew up then?
Yeah. I've spent pretty much all my life here, aside from, you know, just being on the road all the time. But yeah, born and raised.
There you go. And same here for me. I was born in Carthage, Missouri, about 9 miles outside of Joplin, and I happened to be in a couple of tornadoes. That one in 2011, the Joplin tornado, I was in that. And then 9 months later, this tornado came down the strip in Branson, and I was with another brother in that one. We were behind the car. Yeah, we were behind the car museum and across from Dolly Parton Stampede. There, that's where we rode it out in a parking garage down below there. So. Yeah, 20 years in Oklahoma I lived and never been in a tornado, but seen lots of damage from tornadoes in Oklahoma, but I come to Missouri and been in 2 of them.
Yeah, it seems like in Oklahoma we're always getting chased around by them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you spent, it says, most of your 20s behind the drums and played with artists such as Onward, etc., I guess it is, David Allan Coe, Mark Chapman. Now, I know of the Mark Chapman band. Johnny Morris hired them one time. I was doing security, and he hired the Mark Chapman band to do the company picnic, and they played a really good show. Right on. Yeah. I spent a couple of years playing with them. I played drums with them and played a lot around here, and did a lot of stuff on the road, and just kind of started rolling a different direction. Yeah, you probably know my friends McKenna and Brock. They used to do music together, and I've played them on the radio before. And I met them the first time when they opened for the Ozark Mountain Daredevils at the new baseball field here in Ozark when they opened it. Oh yeah. So I know them. They're great. Great. And the Ozark Mountain Daredevils, man. One of them was on Wheel of Fortune here the other day. And are you serious? Yeah, they've been in music for a long time, and they write jingles too on the side. I don't know if you ever knew that, but they wrote that O'Reilly's Auto Parts jingle that plays all over the radio to this day. Yeah, they do a lot of that. Yeah. So tell us about your background in country music and how you got started. Well, I kind of grew up. I was a little more into rock and stuff like that, but I also grew up riding around in my brother's truck listening to Garth Brooks and stuff. And it wasn't until I got into my 20s that I really even started to listen to country music again. And then I spent a lot of my life playing drums, and I started doing some country gigs and getting a little more into it. And then I ended up on the road with David Allan Coe for a while. And through that, I learned about a lot of the older country that I had never really listened to, and I got really into it. And the songwriting and just the whole attitude of it and everything. And I kind of fell in love with the idea of writing it instead of just beating along to it. There you go. Now, David Allan Coe is somebody I've listened to for a long time, but what are some of your other maybe country music influences that you listened to on the radio growing up and that made you might want to do country music for a living? Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Boot Scootin' Boogie was my first favorite song. There you go. That was also the first cassette tape my parents got me. But has it been that long ago with Boot Scootin' Boogie? I guess so, hasn't it? I guess. Yeah. I still remember the day that we came home with the tape and listened to it in my mom's Buick in the driveway at the house. Yeah. Man, that's good stuff. I same way, and I'm a little bit older than you, so I remember my first 8-track tapes were the Steve Miller Band, Book of Dreams, and Fleetwood Mac Rumors. I was into that kind of music back in the day. So, but I married a girl from Oklahoma in the 90s. In 1990, actually, is when we got married, and this is about the time when Garth Brooks and Toby Keith and Vince Gill were coming up, and all those guys from Oklahoma. And that's what made me want to start doing country radio. I've been wanting to be on the radio since I was a kid, but I found a pretty good format in this new country because we play the stuff that nobody's ever heard yet and FM radio knows nothing about, and we get it out there first most of the time. So I love that. Yeah, and I appreciate that a lot because that's it needs to be heard. There's so much good stuff coming out right now. Yeah. Oh, no kidding. There's a lot of talk about mainstream country and where it's going, and to me, everything sounds the same, and I hear that a lot. It's hard to figure out who's who, but there's a couple of good songs out right now. I like Damn Straight from Scotty McCreery really well, And my buddy Trent Tomlinson wrote that, and then he also wrote In Case You Didn't Know for Brett Young. So those guys sound, a little bit different in the world of country music. But, and Miranda Lambert and Carrie Underwood, I mean, they stand on their own. There's some real talent there. But
yeah, there's a lot. There's Ashley McBride has been a big one for me lately.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's John Party. I dig on some of his stuff, but that's about there's some good stuff out there.
Yeah,
still.
and touring with David Allan Coe, that had to be a blast.
It was fun. I mean, I was 25 and he was like 74,
oh, wow.
maybe. So, it was different. I enjoyed it though. It was a good time. The guys I played with in the band were awesome.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
That is a lot of fun. That's I saw Willie Nelson do an interview with Al Roker on his tour bus here a while back, and Willie's well into his 80s now. And Al Roker asked him, he said, "What do you want your legacy to be?" And he said, "I just want to give people their money's worth, or have people say they got their money's worth when they came to see my show." And I've talked about this before on the radio, and I don't know if you're aware of this, but I was on the radio the day that Merle Haggard died. And that following Friday, they were supposed to perform at the JQH in Springfield, Missouri. But
I was there.
Was you there? And I believe,
I was there.
Willie Nelson had Jamie Johnson came in and he performed Merle's parts, and boy, that had to be a heck of a show.
But, it was wild. I was really looking forward to seeing Merle. And he got sick. They said he was sick a few days before that, and then I believe it was the day before that show that he had passed, or maybe 2 days. But I was there. It was awesome. That was the first time I saw Ryan Bingham and Jamie Johnson. I think I maybe had seen Jamie a couple times. But Willie just tore it up. I mean, he was awesome. Yeah, it was a sight to see.
Yeah, so those old guys have still got it going on. I just talked to an artist yesterday, and he's opened for the Bellamy Brothers. They played at Southbound Bar and Grill last year, a bar that me and you were talking about off the air, over in Springfield, Missouri. You've been there many times, and a lot of artists that we play on the radio have been there too. So it is neat to see those guys still doing it. And William Lee Golden just turned 80-something the other day. I seen everybody wishing him a happy birthday. So, how long have you been plugging along at this country music thing now?
Man, I've been writing songs for probably right around 7 years. I think it's been exactly 7 years since the first show we ever did, which was not too long after I started writing songs. I kind of started writing, and then next thing I knew, we had a band and we were putting it all together. So
nice. Okay, so you go out with a full band then when you do your shows, I take it.
Yeah, I do. It's about 50-50. We go out with a band sometimes, and sometimes I'll go out just solo. Just depends on what's going on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Springfield's a really neat town for live entertainment. There's a lot of it, especially right in the middle of downtown. I know there's a lot of hangouts down there. And I've been playing this guy. I don't know if you've met him. I met him. We met at McAllister's Deli over there on Kansas and Battlefield a while back, and his name's Danny Terrell. And I found him through another songwriter friend of mine named David Wagner. You might know him. He lives over in Battlefield too. So we've all got together and met. We had Godfather's Pizza with David Wagner, but those guys collaborate, and they're doing a lot of other stuff with songwriters on the internet, and I'm friends with all of those folks. So it's a really neat thing. Now, do you do anything co-writes with anybody like that too?
I've done a few. There's a lot of times where I'll bounce an idea off somebody. One of my friends that's a writer or whatever, and I've actually never really released any co-writes until, I guess, we've got a couple on this next album. But yeah, I definitely enjoy doing it. It's good to kind of get a little piece of somebody else's mind and see what you can do with it.
Absolutely, man. I love that. And that's what the great thing is about technology now, that all of that can happen through text and emails and Zoom and all of that different kind of stuff.
Right.
Now, let me ask you this, too, about your writing style. Does an idea wake you up in the middle of the night and you got to write it down and finish it later, or do you have to hear the hook first, or kind of a combination?
For me, sometimes I get lucky and it happens like while I'm driving, and I can just throw a little voice memo in my phone and probably never come back to it, but I think that I'm going to come back to it, you know. Yeah. It's either that or it's the middle of the night when I'm like just about ready to go to bed. Something will hit me. You know, I write a lot of songs after I get home from bars and, you know, playing shows and stuff. I just think ideas come out of that a lot.
Yeah.
But it always seems to be pretty late in the middle of the night, but I'll usually try to stay up and finish it before
That's awesome. Well, we got a couple of great songs that we're going to play for you tonight. This first one's called Don't Let the Fire Die. Can you kind of tell us about this one before we spin it?
Yeah, I mean, it's about having a wood burning stove to heat your house, and you're out on the road making your living or whatever you're doing, and just kind of telling the person back home to, you know, not let the fire die, both metaphorically and literally too.
Oh, that's awesome, man. And I'll tell you, it's been in the 60s the last couple of days. I was out barbecuing today, but in a few days that's going to change, and that's our Missouri weather, isn't it? So, yeah, we're going to have to fire that fireplace and that wood-burning stove back up again here in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, that's true. It didn't even feel like winter this week so far. So
yeah,
but it did earlier this year. Boy, it was like 7-8 below, and with that big Siberian cold front. And I blame it all on the Canadians when I interview them. I say it's a Canadian cold front, but it actually broke off from Siberia. So hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's our Missouri weather for us. Well, let's play the song. His name is Jake Stringer. It is called Don't Let the Fire Die on today's country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on A2 for Tuesday.
It seems lately I've been gone forever. Maybe in your eyes isn't way too long. Before I left town, I built a blaze that'll last us a lifetime, just to make sure your fire from me stays strong. Let the fire die, darling, I'll be home by morning. I'll be blazing a trail through the night, get home to you. Don't let it fade out, it's 'cause I'm not there to hold you. Throw a log on those coals and remember all of true. I've seen my share of frustrations as I travel the land without you. Further I go, the more the flames reach for the sky. When I'm home, we're warm, the fire inside us is raging. Each time I leave, see sparks as they fall from your eyes. Don't let the fire die, darling, I'll be home by morning. I'll be blazing a trail through the night, get home to you. Don't let it fade out,
Jake Stringer. That is called Don't Let the Fire Die, and that is based on real life, man. So when the weather gets cold, let's stoke those flames and keep the embers hot. And boy, your music's pretty hot too, and it fits great on this radio station.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you were talking about in your 20s getting to do a lot of touring and stuff like that. So your interest in music you've been doing it now for about 7 years. So if I'm doing the math, I'd say you're not even 30 years old yet, right?
Well, no, I'm 34.
34, okay.
I'm 34. I probably shouldn't give that away.
I was always terrible at math.
Well, yeah. I mean, in my early 20s, I was out playing drums on tour.
Yeah, okay, playing drums.
I mean, when I started writing country songs and stuff, it's been about 7 years ago.
Yep, absolutely. Well, you're right in your prime for country music then, man. I'll tell you what.
I feel like I'm aging out fast.
Yeah. But
then I think about how a lot of my my heroes were well into their 40s when they really made it.
Yeah.
So
yep.
We'll see.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And there's so much talk about traditional country music, is dying, but I know that there's a ton of young artists, and even younger than you at 34, that are keeping that alive. And boy, I sure love seeing that and hearing it on the radio. I get sent a lot of good traditional country. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So, and there's those guys like, Conway Twitty was one. He died in Springfield, Missouri, actually. And
did he really?
Yeah, he was of a pretty good age when he was still making music. Johnny Cash and George Jones and of course Merle, he was 69, I believe, died on his birthday, actually, on his 69th birthday.
Yeah.
And then Willie, of course, like we talked about, well into his 80s. So, man, you're just getting started.
Oh, well.
You're young. You're young.
We'll see.
Absolutely. Well, they're loving your song in the chat room. Kelsey says it's a great song. Shelly says great song. Donna's in here listening. We got tons of people in here. I'm looking at the chats as we're scrolling through. But yeah, you get good instant live feedback on your music. So yeah.
Awesome. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you got another song called Ozark Home, and the Missouri Ozarks are beautiful. There's lots of mountains and caves, and Jesse James actually used to hang out here, and my current wife, her former husband before he passed away, was a distant relative of Jesse James, and he used to hang out around Pineville, Missouri, and our grandpa used to take us down to the river down there, to Big Sugar and Elk Creek on the river down there, and hang out. So it's pretty neat to be able to hang out in some of the same stomping grounds as Jesse James, and that's what I love. Yeah. That's what I love about this whole area.
Yeah, it's great. I love this place. I mean, I'm glad to call it home for sure.
Yep. And speaking of caves, I did security for a while for the theme park here called Silver Dollar City. I'm sure you've been there. And they have the world's largest Marvel cave inside that theme park. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
I've actually never been in the cave. I've been to Silver Dollar City a million times, and I've never been in that cave.
It is a 2.5-hour tour in that cave alone. That's how big it is.
Wow.
Yep. It is when it floods down there, and it takes a lot of water to flood it, you can only go halfway, and then you got to come back the way you came because you can't get through to the other side. It'll flood completely. So, but it has been said about that cave that it is big enough inside there that you could let a hot air balloon up, and the balloon wouldn't touch the walls.
Wow.
I mean, it would if it went in the air, but you could fill a hot air balloon up and it wouldn't touch the walls. That's how big it is.
That's crazy.
So it is huge. So yeah, and we love our Ozark home. So that's a great song here, and I know you told me you wrote it.
Yep.
So good stuff, man. Keep doing your thing. I appreciate the time tonight, Jake. And where can folks find you on social media if they want to check you out some more? I'm looking at your website, but I'll let you tell it.
Well, you can find me on Facebook, Jake Stringer and Better Than Nothing. We're on Instagram. I even got a TikTok now. Some of that stuff's off of it's Jake of the Ozarks.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, that's we're all over. We're on Spotify, iTunes, all the Amazon, all that stuff.
Okay.
So you can't can't not find us. We're everywhere.
I'll have to go follow you on TikTok. You'll be getting followed by a guy named @TimKellyOnAir. So.
Right on. Sounds good.
That's
I
cool.
haven't figured that one out yet, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, that's the same with me. I put little clips of songs that we play on the radio if they're on TikTok, and then I'll just put our logo behind it and let it scroll like that. But, it's a radio thing. I think, I joke about it all the time, having a face for radio. I don't want to be on TV like TikTok, but I should do more on there. So, but I actually find a lot of great country music on there. Those little 15 or 30-second clips make you want to hear the whole song. So I go on YouTube and I research and find them, and I think that's how I found you. Actually, you popped up on my YouTube feed one day. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So keep doing your thing and making the great country music, man. We sure appreciate it.
Absolutely. I appreciate you.
You bet. And come back anytime. We'll do this in a couple of months, and you've got some new music coming out, so definitely hit me up again.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'd love to have you back on. Once again, his name is Jake Stringer. Second one for this 2 for Tuesday is called Ozark Home on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Down these city streets, I'm tripping over my 2 feet, thinking about the way you looked at me. Spitting out the sunflower seeds, I've got a few more in my cheek. It's all I've got to kill the time between the things that I came here to do, the reason I had to leave you. The feeling is far between and few. I made a long way from my Ozark home, and I lift those rolling hills like a rolling stone. It's the only life that I've ever known. Takes me a long way from my Ozark home. My mama's got a heart of gold. Do what you gotta do, I'm told. Just don't let them wear on your old soul. I think about my friends sometimes, too caught up to drop a line. Do they feel I left them all behind? Darling, don't you get me started. I knew I'd leave you brokenhearted the day that I picked up this old guitar. I made a long way from my Ozark home, and I lift those rolling hills like a rolling stone. It's the only life that I've ever known. Takes me a long way from my Ozark home. In those blue eyes, a piece of me, I hope to one day make you see you're born into the kind of life I lead. Someday soon you'll understand that God made every kind of man. Can't choose the one that you were meant to be. Sometimes a highway ain't the way to say the things you gotta say. There's a million miles till payday. I made a long way from my Ozark home, and I lift those rolling hills like a rolling stone.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Girl, you don't need another outlaw. Ain't looking for another Jesse James. Don't be fooled by my hat and boots. No, we ain't all the same. We don't all disappear into the sunset. Ain't all gunslanging, saloon doors swinging drunks. We ain't all rough-cut ramblers out here gambling with love. From the looks of it, I can tell your heart's breaking. Dancing and stress, and you need saving. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. Ain't built for running, no, we're right into the storm. Be your strength when you feel weak. Come in and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, but let's get back up on that horse, 'cause that's what cowboys are for. I'd walk 1,000 miles across the desert, climb 100 mountains just so I love your biggest ass on the Arizona sky and hold you tight. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. Ain't built for running, no, we're right into the storm. Be your strength when you feel weak. Come in and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, but let's get back up on that horse, 'cause that's what cowboys are for. Dancing in the stress, and you've been waiting for a hero to go saddle up and save you. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. Ain't built for running, we're right into the storm. Your strength when you feel weak. Come and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, let's get back up on that horse. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for.
Song number 2.
Always go back when I cross that beer-beating city limit sign. Next to that oak tree, carved you and me. Forever 2009. Still go to the same bar with the same friends, same dog riding in my truck. And I change the subject where you've been every time that it comes up. I know they say the heart is always where the home is. And if that's true, then mine's about halfway to New Orleans. We ran around this old town like it was the size of Texas. Windows down, straight up loud, like you couldn't separate us. But you got too big for this one-line town. Left my broke heart sticking around, staring at that population sign. Me plus 492, minus you. Oh, minus you. We had it planned out, a little white house with a porch that wraps around. And I'd work for the county, we'd raise a family. Guess that ain't gonna happen now. 'cause you took your dreams out on that open highway. And mine are still here, burning down this two-lane, where we ran around this old town like it was the size of Texas. Windows down, straight up loud, like you couldn't separate us. You got too big for this one-line town, with my broke heart sticking around, staring at that population sign, me plus 492. Minus you. Minus you. I know they say that home is always where the heart is. Maybe one day you'll bring mine back where they started, where we ran around this old town like it was the size of Texas. Windows down, straight up loud, like you couldn't separate us. But you got too big for this one-light town, left my broke heart sticking around, staring at that population sign, me plus 492, minus you. Me plus 492, minus you. Oh baby, we're still here, we're all still here, minus you.
His name is Brandon Davis. That is a great tune called Minus You, and kicking off hour number 3 of the show, What Cowboys Are For. Well, this show is not nearly as fun minus you, so I'm glad you're with me, and a lot of folks still hanging out in our live chat room. You can find that on our website tonight. It went on the air live at 7 p.m. Central Time, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com, and you might want to keep that website handy and hit it all the time, because we're going to be on the air next week on a Monday and Tuesday night as well. But in the meantime, you can listen to all of our recorded shows on the website, and we thank you, every one of you, for doing that. We sure do appreciate you. Well, I appreciate Mr. Jake Stringer doing a great radio interview tonight. We got to talk about Missouri and the Ozarks and how beautiful it is here. And if you've never been to Branson, might as well plan the trip. And you can check out the full weekly weather forecast to plan that trip to Branson so you don't run into any nasty weather. There might be some coming this next weekend, but it is also on our website, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. The latest single from Jenna Paulette from the state of Texas is up next. It is called Slow Drawl on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a 2 for Tuesday.
Dressing up as blue jeans and a pearl snap, and shirts are taking off their ball cap. Drink beer instead of champagne. Free time means fishing on the lake. Good dog in an old truck. Football was their first love. Little work trying to settle them down, but there's something about them boys with a little twang saying, hey, two-finger wave down a two-lane, baby, singing along to some country gold, shooting the bull over something cool. Sounds more than a little like his old man. There's something sexy about the way he says yes, man. Even sweeter when you hear him sweet talk. You fall fast for a boy with the slow drawl. Going out is somewhere you can dance slow. Flowers you get, they pick 'em on the way home. They say it all without saying too much. No, you can't get enough of them boys with a little twang saying, hey, two-finger wave down a two-lane, baby, singing along to some country gold, shooting the bull over something cool. Sounds more than a little like his old man. There's something sexy about the way he says yes, ma'am. Even sweeter when you hear him sweet talk. You fall fast for a boy with the slow drawl. Yes, you do. You fall fast for him.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play.
This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
I saw some blonde hair blowing out your shotgun window. You even went and cleaned up your truck. I heard she's vegan and she grew up on the West Coast. Just like that, I ain't mad we broke up. Don't know her, but I know you. I hate to be the one to break the news. You can put the girl in the country, dress her up in denim, coveralls and new Justin boots. Sit her in the saddle, fix her up with some tackle, but she don't know the first thing to do. Won't fix your biscuits like you like 'em. You can wish and you can try, but you can't small town or big city world. You can put the girl in the country, but you can't put the country in the girl. You either grew up like we did or you didn't. You don't teach a whippoorwill to sing. Take her way out and do some nitty-gritty fishing, but it'll never turn her into me. You can put the girl in the country, dress her up in denim, coveralls and new Justin boots. Sit her in the saddle, fix her up with some tackle, but she don't know the first thing to do. Won't fix your biscuits like you like 'em. You can wish and you can try, but you can't small town or big city world. You can put the girl in the country, but you can't put the country in the girl. Oh no, yeah, I bet she drinks her beer from a glass. I bet you when you get a dip she gets mad. And when she don't know all the words to friends in low places, boy, you gon' be wanting me back. You can put the girl in the country, dress her up in denim, coveralls and new Justin boots. Sit her in the saddle, tell her go round up the cattle, but she don't know the first thing to do. Won't fix your biscuits like you like 'em. You can wish and you can try, but you can't small town or big city world. You can put the girl in the country, but you can't put the country in the girl. Country in the girl.
Once again, her name is Jenna Paulette from the great state of Texas. Slow Drawl with an L, kicking off the 2 for Tuesday with her, and Country in the Girl. We put the country in country radio, ladies and gentlemen. New country's best. Go follow us over there on Twitter. Why don't you? Well, it doesn't hurt to play this next gentleman. This definitely puts the country in country radio. He is also from the great state of Texas. This song is a smash hit on this radio station and a bunch of others. It is called Hey Moon from Randall King on today's country from KICR Indie Country Radio on a 2 for Tuesday.
Hey moon, it's me again, that guy that's always checking back in. How's she doing? I'm hoping better than I've been. Hey moon, there's someone you say that stands between her love and me, and I miss her. Damn, I miss her. Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot, and I know that it's crazy talking to a rock in the sky. All that I gotta try. Hey moon, is she looking up from her room and thinking of us as she been tucked in, wondering where I've been, dreaming about seeing me again. Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot, and I know that it's crazy talking to a rock in the sky, but I gotta try. Hey moon,
Song number 2.
Cotton flannel on a front porch swing, leather jacket and some tight blue jeans. Don't get me started on the things I think when you're wearing nothing but them soft white sheets. Yeah. Listen, baby, you can put on anything, but what drives me crazy is seeing you and a honky-tonk, the way you're slipping that neon on. Girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off, but nothing turns me on like you in a honky-tonk. Smoke rings, glowing greens and reds, they hug your body like a long black dress. It's tailor-made for your silhouette. Nothing steals my breath like seeing you in a honky-tonk, the way you're slipping that neon on. Girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off, but nothing turns me on like you in a honky-tonk. Sipping and swaying and singing, girl, all I'm saying is it fits you like a glove. Listen, baby, you can put on anything, but I just go crazy seeing you in a honky-tonk, the way you're slipping that neon on. Girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off, but nothing turns me on like you in a honky-tonk, the way you're slipping that neon on. Girl, there ain't a look you can't pull off, but nothing turns me on
Once again, his name is Randall King from the state of Texas. That is called U.N.A. Honky Tonk. He plays a lot of them in Texas and all over the country. Last week, he was in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, learning how to ski, so he's loving the cooler weather as well. Go check out Mr. Randall King. He is fantastic. This next artist is fantastic. She's a great female artist. Her name is Kylie Morgan. This is called Good Hands on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on 2 for Tuesday.
No, he ain't perfect, but hell, who is? There ain't nothing that's broken that he couldn't fix. He taught me what to fight for and when to not give a damn. Yeah, I'm the proud daughter of a blue-collar Superman. I'm in good hands when he's holding on to mine. I know who I am when I look in his eyes, and he only sees the best in me, even when it's hard to find. He's a good man. I'm in good hands. Well, Daddy, you'll grow to love him because I do. And I know you're only worried 'cause he's just like you. It taught me what I'm worth, and I'd never settle for any less. When we dance at night in the kitchen, I believe him when he says I'm in good hands when he's holding on to mine. I know who I am when I look in his eyes, and he only sees the best in me, even when it's hard to find. He's a good man. I'm in good You taught me to believe that God hears me when I pray. So even when I'm scared, no, I ain't afraid. 'Cause I'm in good hands when he's holding on to mine. I know who I am 'cause he laid down his life, and he only sees the best in me, even when it's hard to find. He's a good man. I'm in good hands. It's all a part of his plan. I'm in good hands.
Song number 2.
If it's a 65-mile-an-hour drive, I'll be doing 90. If it says don't look, don't touch, you know that's where you'll find me. Don't hand me the keys to your pickup truck, 'cause I drive like I drink and I only drink from plastic cups. So don't
Once again, her name is Kylie Morgan. That is called I Break Things. And before that, a great song called Good Hands. Her music is definitely different in the world of country music, and I love it. What a great sound. This next gentleman also has a great sound. He is from our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. I interviewed him about a week ago, and he is a fantastic artist. His name is James Rose. This is called What Are You Listening To? Well, I'll tell you what. You're listening to Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on 2 for Tuesday.
I put that record on, girl, you know what song, and I let it play again and again. You're in every line, takes me back in time. Yeah, tonight I'm wondering, what are you listening to? Is it a cover band or some college town bar where it's not on eyes and air guitars? Or is it something to get you through? Just a sad song playing on the radio station, tears still falling, hearts still breaking, 'cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? I like to believe that you're just like me, trying to figure out how a good thing goes bad. And I don't know, I can't let it go, but it's about to drive me mad. What are you listening to? Is it a cover band or some college town bar where it's not on eyes and air guitars? Or is it something to get you through? Just a sad song playing on the radio station, tears still falling, hearts still breaking, 'cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? Is it a feel-good song, get you driving too fast, the one that gets you moving on past the path, or the kind that you can't help singing along, singing whoa, whoa? Is it headphones on the downtown train, or a window seat on an outbound plane? Is it LA, sunny or Memphis blue? I wish I knew, I wish I knew. What are you listening to? Is it a cover band in some college town bar where it's not on knives and their guitars? Or is it something to get you through? Just a sad song playing on the radio station, tears still falling, hearts still breaking, 'cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? I put that record on, girl, you know what song, and I let it play again and again.
Song number 2.
My name ain't someone they would know, but I lived here not that long ago. She told me that she loved this little frame house, so I saved up some money, put a payment down. I wandered around inside, feeling kind of low, and it's been such a long, long time. I'd like to get a good look at what our life used to be, but there's one bedroom I can't bear to see. But right over there in that front porch swing, we held hands and we dreamed a dream or two. Sure looks like the same old door where I kissed her goodbye 1,000 times before. Please bring her back to me. I came looking for a feeling, but the feeling's gone. You can go back, but you can't go home. It's where it started, home. It's where the heart is, home. It's where I lost it, home. So hard to find again. Right over there in that front porch swing, we held hands and we dreamed a dream or two underneath the moon. That sure looks like the same old door where I kissed her goodbye 1,000 times before. Please bring her back to me. I came looking for a feeling, but the feeling's gone. You can go back, but you can't go home. Oh, you can go back, but you can't go home.
That is the title track of his 14-song full-length album that is out right now. His name is James Rose, and that is called You Can't Go Home. Go find it on social media, ladies and gentlemen. Every song is great, and I've got all 14 of them. They are fantastic, and I'll play them in rotation as I can. Well, I sure love playing this gentleman in rotation. We're going to send it out to Shelly Lynn, listening to us and live in our chat room right now. Her favorite is Adam Grant. This is my favorite ballad of his. It is called Let Her Hurt on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on a 2 for Tuesday.
Somebody else will fix this heart, the same one you've torn all apart. Now you're sad 'cause you did me wrong. You just don't realize what you have until it's gone. But in my mind, I take her back, but I've got to be stronger than that. Oh, this flame still burns. I'll let her hurt, I'll let her cry, I'll let her feel what it's like to hear the words goodbye. I'll let her tears pour down like rain. She can deal with the lonely, she can deal with the pain she's put me through. When she turned cold, she left my heart full of empty, with nothing else to hold. In my mind, I still want her back, but I've got to be stronger than that. This old flame still burns.
afraid of starting all over again. So this time, there's no turning back, 'cause my heart just can't handle that. This old flame still burns. I'll let her hurt. I'll let her hurt.
Song number 2.
There ain't nothing like you and me, baby. Lying on the creek bank just being lazy. The full moon shining through the trees, just maybe we can stay, baby, all night long, loving like crazy. So baby, take your time. Can feel your heart beating next to mine. As the sun goes down, oh, just let it fade. And stay, baby, all night long, loving like crazy. Let me hold you like you've never been. True love is meant to be every now and then. So stay, baby, all night long, loving like crazy. Let me hold you like you've never been. True love is meant to be every now and then. So stay, baby, all night long, loving like crazy. Let me kiss you like you've never been. True love is meant to be every now and then. So stay, baby, all night long. Stay, baby, all night long, loving like crazy. Loving like crazy.
His name is Adam Grant, good friend of ours from the state of Georgia. That is called Lovin' Like Crazy. That's how we feel about his music. We are loving it, along with all of the artists that we've been playing on tonight's 2 for Tuesday show. You can check out Adam Grant's Ropin' the Wind tour, a tribute show to Mr. Garth Brooks. He's been playing all over the great state of Texas, so if you're in that area, go catch him in one of those live shows. He is a great performer, and you just heard him perform twice tonight, right here on it 2 for Tuesday. This next artist is a good friend of mine. She is from Hope, Arkansas. Her name is May Estes. This is called Your Hands on today's country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this 2 for Tuesday.
I've seen your hands grease stained, turn a wrench, swing a hammer, take apart a V8, put it back together and never miss a move. They just know what to do. And I've seen your hands 10 and 2, headed east on 40, hometown in the rear view. You left for me, letting go of everything so I could chase a dream. Steady and true and strong, and right where I belong. Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door and my old guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life, wearing that band. I hope your hand's always holding mine. I felt your hands in the dark, light me up all over, running through my hair and pulling me closer like nobody else. You know me better than I know myself. You pick me up when I can't stand, like my mama prayed for, kind of man. When I need a light, holding the door and my old guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life, wearing that band. I hope your hands always holding mine, when we got the whole world in the palm of it, when the going gets tough, ain't letting go of it. Yeah, we'll make the most of it. Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door and my old guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life, wearing that band. I hope your hands always holding mine, holding mine.
Hey y'all, it's May Estes, and you're listening to Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Song number 2.
Got a counter full of long stems that never seem to die. My favorite's the pale pink, but I'll settle for white. Lucky me, I'm drowning in Valentine's. At least once a week, you got a dozen in hand, doing what you think makes you a good man. And I'll flash that fake smile once again. There's one for sneaking in too late at night, one for when sorry wouldn't make it right, a ribbon tied around your mistakes in a pretty vase, and we both know it, but we'll just call them roses. Roses.
again, her name is Mae Estes. M-A-E is how you spell May, and she does May Day Mondays on TikTok. That is the first song I ever heard from her. Found her on TikTok. It is called Roses, and she's been putting out hit music ever since. And she is a published writer as well for other artists. So congratulations to Mae Estes. She's got it going on. Well, we had it going on tonight, too. I want to thank my special guest, Bubba Reeves, for joining me on the program, and Jake Stringer. What a couple of great, talented guys. Go check them out on their websites at BubbaReeves.com and Jake Stringer as well. His website is JakeStringer.com. Those are super easy to remember. And remember this one, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com, because we will be back on the airwaves next Monday and Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Time with New Music Monday and 2 for Tuesday. We'll also be on the air with Triple Play Thursday next week at 7 p.m. Central. So you get 3 shows next week, and all with great radio interviews scheduled to be on the program as well. So it's going to be a great week next week of country music. Today's Country with Tim Kelly is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
Put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing